Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out, which are typically around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time.
If your life was a movie and it started now, forget about whatever financial disasters you've had, personal failures, relationship failures. What would the hero of your life's movie do right now? Do that. Do those things.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if it feels like I'm talking about you, you need to check yourself, because I'm only talking about bad women that do bad things to good guys. And I teach the good guys how to spot bad women.
Nigga, what?
If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. Can you please go ahead and hit the notifications button right now? All right, guys, today I'm going to be talking about why women only want you when it's too late, and it's normally when they're getting close to hitting the wall. Now, last week I did a video explaining to you why women want you after you upgrade yourself. But today I'm going to be going deeper into details as to why a woman is constantly flip-flopping. It always seems like the people she look at on her way up is going to be the same people she see on her way down, which is why you see a lot of these IG models, whenever they're falling off, they always end up with a weak man. They end up with a guy weaker than the men that they thought they were better than.
I'm sorry, but I think you've mistaken me for someone who would speak to someone like you.
Why the normal girls have a tendency, your ex, to want to come back in your life, but it's typically when it's too late and you don't even want her no more. All right, let's get to it. First, she sat back and reflect on her own actions. All right, that's what a lot of women are going to do. They're going to reflect on their actions when they start asking themselves, why am I lonely? Why do I not have a man? Why do I not have a family? Why do I not have kids? She starts to sit back and reflect on the things that she did. And 9 times out of 10, before she starts reflecting on the things that she did, someone has to tell her that she's arrogant. Someone has to tell her that she's a narcissist. Someone has to tell her she just thinks she knows it all. Or she has to fall flat and realize that she wasn't as pretty as she was.
I don't think I've ever been happy.
Once she gets a dose of reality, women have a tendency to sit back, reflect on their thinking, and they're trying to answer the question, how do I get married? How do I keep from being lonely? So they start to think about the guy that they did wrong that loved them the most. So when she reflects on her actions, she starts to say, you know what? I did this guy wrong. He was such a good guy that if I'm going to be with anybody, I might as well go back and be with him, because all of these other guys that I think I deserve, they really don't want me. So she wants to come back in your life because she's sorry for what she did. But what women don't realize is, in a lot of cases, in most cases, the damage is already done. But this just doesn't happen with women. It happens with men as well. But this is a man's channel, so we keep it on the women. Understand, guys, when women start to soul search and see exactly where they messed up at, once they humble themselves, they'll be with anybody out of desperation. But she'll rather be with you because you're the one that she hurts, and she wants to apologize really bad.
I'm really sorry.
Next, you start to appear alpha to her. Why? Because she realizes that you're not going to put up with her mess anymore. You're not going to put up with her stubbornness. You're not going to put up with her narcissism. And when women start seeing you stand up for yourself, even from a distance, and they start seeing a different side of you, they're going to automatically want to be attracted to you because you're starting to show a dominant side. In a lot of cases, when a guy does get fed up and you're not taking anything from these women anymore, or you're not accepting negativity from a woman that you're dealing with, you're pretty much done with the relationship, and there's nothing that she can really do to win you back over. Even after a breakup, or even when you're in the breakup, when you get to the point where you actually stop caring what she does and you stop putting up with her crap,
I'm drained. I'm completely drained.
That's a sign that you're falling out of love. And I told guys this, love is only you accepting the negative traits of someone until they do something to make you not love them anymore. And then all of a sudden, you're not going to accept those negative traits anymore. You could be cool with somebody, but not in love with them. And that's typically what happens whenever a woman wants you. The coins have flipped. You don't want her no more. That's excitement to her, starts to release dopamine. Now all of a sudden she wants you because you're not gonna put up with her crap anymore.
I ain't going out no sucker, yeah. West Coast smoking on gush, yeah. Cartier watch shit bustin'.
Next, she just can't bear to see you with somebody else because she thinks that other girl is getting the treatment that she used to get.
He loves me, Darcy. He loves me for life. She's jealous.
Are you be the jealous or you?
No.
But what she don't realize is most guys don't treat the same woman or every girl good. It just doesn't work. Once you get your heart broken by the girl that you've given your all to, the next girl typically pays the price. That's when you're at your most alphaness. So while she thinking the other girl is getting the same treatment, the other girl is actually getting worse treatment because men learn what they have to do in order to keep a woman intrigued with him and to keep a woman liking you. You must not like her as much.
Well, I don't like anybody I don't know. I don't like them or trust nobody I don't know.
So once men realize that I don't have to like her as much in order to keep the woman, you're going to become attracted to the woman you're with, to other girls that are around you, and especially an ex-girlfriend that sees that you have changed too. But the ex-girlfriend don't realize is that you're not that nice guy anymore. All right? You are a different type of guy now, and she's seeing the alpha side of you with the next girls that you are dealing with. This is going to be a common thing as you guys start to upgrade your life and you start to really get over the relationships and you start to get over women, and you're going through that phase where you're like, man, why did I waste so much time on this relationship? Why did I waste so much time with this girl? This girl is a bum. That's when she's going to start to like you because she knows that you have an alpha side.
How would I describe myself? 3 words. Hardworking, alpha male, jackhammer.
Next, she's lonely and you're familiar. What do I mean by she's lonely and you're familiar? You want to know why women will go and date your best friends? It's because he's familiar. That's why I tell you, if a woman has did you wrong, there's been another guy that has done you wrong too, and your best friends are going to sleep with your ex-girlfriends. It's just simple as that. That's what's going to happen.
You telling me there can't be a double alpha in one group?
So when she gets lonely, she tries to go with something that's familiar. The more familiar she is of you, the more it's going to be easier for her to connect, the more comfortable she's going to feel being in the relationship. You have to understand, just as much as you don't want to return back to the dating world, a woman doesn't want to return back to the dating world either. She don't want to go back to competing with other women. She don't want to go through the dating phase where she's with the wrong guys and she's meeting a whole bunch of creeps. So whenever she's feeling lonely, she starts looking for people that are more familiar, guys that are more familiar. So that's why she wants to get back with you. It's because she don't want to take the time out and learn somebody else.
I'm not attracted to mean people because I don't need negativity, and I'm not attracted to people who do not like dogs.
She fully has control over you. She knows exactly how you move. She knows exactly how you groove, what you like to eat. It's easy for her to get back into the swings of things, but typically she's only attracted to the fact that you're a different person, hoping that if she gets back with you, you turn back into the simp.
I loved her.
So you got to understand the dysfunctionality of what's actually happening with her brain. She likes you because you're alpha, but if she wins you back, she wants you to go back to being the simp that you used to be. It's kind of a psychological thing. Once you understand what I'm saying, everything will make more sense.
Try not to think about it.
Next, she wants to feel like she has the power. All right? Everybody always want to go to the weakest person that they've ever dated in their life and get back with them just so they can feel like they're in charge of a relationship, like they're running a relationship. When a woman gets in a relationship with some of these guys that are not going to spoil her and the guy's going to put himself first, if she was raised being spoiled, then she's not going to be with a guy that puts himself first. She's going to revert and go back to the guy that's more beta and easygoing.
They don't want to seem like a spoiled brat for crying over an earring.
And that's one thing that I teach a lot of white guys. I tell them that white women are known for being with beta males. They're not known for being with alpha males. So you'll see a lot of white guys in white relationships where a woman is actually in a relationship with a guy that's soft for her to actually be with. And I'm talking about marriages. I'm talking like 3 or 4 kids. 9 times out of 10, these black chicks, they may have some beta male simps, but they're just using them to get what they want, and then they would get rid of them. They're not necessarily using them for power to just have control over. They're just suffocating the money out of them. But a lot of white women, they would actually get married to these weak dudes to have 3 or 4 kids and never cheat on them at all, just so she gets to have the power in the relationship, because her emotions with a dominant man causes her to be confused. She's in a confused state of mind.
I'm a fiery alpha.
You guys have to understand that in the year 2022, do not be surprised if a lot of your ex-girlfriends and girls that did not like you before are all of a sudden starting to call your phone, starting to hit you up, hi stranger. All of a sudden you getting messages on social media asking where you been, what are you doing. Don't be surprised if you start getting a lot of that. And the reason why I say that is because women are starting to get more and more desperate, all right? This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are getting the message behind the videos. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista. But hit the notifications button right now.